Hello and welcome, I'm Arumba. Thank you for joining me. Let's play some more of our Tuscan trade tier campaign. Trade policy failing for 5 years. That's probably better than taking the 3 inflation, which is roughly equivalent to, what, 100 and... what would it be? If 2 inflation can be reduced by 70 admin power, half again would be 37.5. So, yeah. What's 75 plus 37.5? Whatever that is. It's worth about that much in admin points versus some trade efficiency, which is just money. Alright, a new year just passed. We're ahead of time still on military tech right now. We'll probably want to wait though. I mean, getting those cannons would be nice, but we're already winning the wars that we're actually in. So we're just going to just sort of hang out, making the money that we can while we're waiting for I don't know, what are we waiting for? We're already 99%. We don't want France to separate peace. Yeah, let's check the enthusiasm. They're still high. They're not going to want to leave. Our side high, their side low. Just going to completely annihilate these countries. I do feel like with their stability being as... like their war exhaustion being as high as it is, their stability is awfully high. I'd love to see that go down. The term is up for Constantino Corsini. With enough support, he can stay in office. So we could get some extra points and lose some more Republican tradition, but at this point, we're ahead of time on military. I still like diplomacy tech because our first idea group is diplomacy. A little bit more admin tech would be nice though too, just so that we could maybe build more things. And we're going to be paying for cores. No, I think diplomacy is probably better. We'll elect a new guy. Unfortunately, that means we got rid of that 2-4 general. But we got a 2-5 general. Even better. Oh, God. He's so good. Austria's now the papal controller. Okay. We also don't want to spend any of our points right now because we're about to end this war, which will be a little bit costly. You guys are just foolishly suffering 5% attrition for no reason at all. So not only are we hurting our enemies, but we're also hurting France and Austria. They're not very smart. Hey, a rebellion in Calabria. That's awesome. Noble rebels. Increased serfdom, or do we want to lose stability in favor of losing base tax in Sardinia to gain base tax in Firenze? So our extremity would lose a little bit of base tax, which reduces the... See, this actually, I guess, could be worth considering. Depending on trade goods, maybe it makes sense. Like copper has a current value of 2 ducats. So by losing 1 base tax here, the amount of copper produced would go down. Firenze makes grapes, which have, or sorry, wine, which has a base value of 3. So arguably, not arguably, I guess, actually, clearly, base tax in Firenze is worth more than base tax in Sardinia, simply based on the trade good. But at the cost of... It's a net neutral taxation thing. All you're really gaining is a little tiny bit of production. So could I spend... What I would be willing to spend the administrative points cost equivalent of 1 stability in favor of gaining like a small amount of production. I don't know. Probably not. I suppose the other advantage to it would just be that the bigger you make the province, the harder it is for other countries to take. Is that true? Not really. The size of the country, the size of the base tax doesn't affect siegeability. It doesn't affect defensiveness. It does make it easier to decide what to defend. I don't know. I don't really think it makes any sense. And it's only, well, just 20 years of decreased morale, but... Yeah. I hope that there's more rebellions. I want to leave my enemies not only destroyed as far as war exhaustion goes, but also destroyed by having rebels in all of their territory right before we piece them out. This is so mean. I love it. We can build another temple up in Mantua. We will. Okay, that doesn't affect us. There are still 2 islands that are not sieged. There's Mallorca, or not Mallorca, but the Baleares, whatever. And apparently the Ottomans are occupying Aragon. That's fun. Austria is taking care of the rebels. I don't want that. I want them to stay there to cause more problems for Naples. So I think we'll do the peace now. I do not want Aragon to do that. They're going to be there tomorrow. Alright, so here's what we're going to do. Clear the offer. Yes. I would definitely like to take to land directly, if possible. But before we do that, let's take a look at return course. So Brescia to Milan, absolutely. That's no aggressive expansion for me. 25 diplo points gets us a new province that is already cored by Milan, which we're about to annex next year. So that's an awesome decision. Revoking cores I find to be completely useless. Annulling treaties in this case isn't useful. You know what? We could just vassalize all of Naples right now. Is that true? Could we really do that? Tuscan vassal, 98%, and they would accept. Holy crap. That's a ton of land. That's a ton of aggressive expansion though, too. Only 50 diplo points. Wow. But doing that doesn't give us any power projection. No. I'm not going to do it. I'm going to go with Brescia to Milan. We could... we could make Ferrara a vassal. That's stupid. No. We'll just take Ferrara. Occupied by Austria, so that would actually go to Austria if we tried to do that. There are no releasable nations. Okay. So we're only interested in things that would actually go to the yellow guy, us. I really don't want to help either of these guys. I want to use their armies, but I don't want to help them. Let's take Abruzzi and Bari. So Ferrara will cede Ferrara, Naples will cede those two provinces, Venice will give core back to Brescia. That's only 84%. On top of that, we could also try to take what? Lucania? No claim on it, but that would separate and just shatter. God, they wouldn't even be able to take care of their rebellion. The rebellion would actually probably come occupy my land. But I love the idea of separating them. And the overextension is really not that bad. It's a lot of diplomatic power, but we're destroying our enemies. And let's take one more glorious look at the war exhaustion. 18.7. 14.2. It's just glorious. I love it. Alright. All those things just happened. Claim our rival's province. And then it's just... the game is relentless. It's like, absolutely. Let's continue. We should fabricate a claim on Naples. I agree. Alright, so we will begin immediately coring. So we've got Ferrara. Sorting by cost, we could do... we have 253 points. I don't know if we actually have enough. Let's start with Ferrara. Abruzzi. Yeah, we'll just go top down. Lucania is not that big of a deal. And then we're going to put 20 regiments there. We'll put 8 regiments here. I would prefer for the commander to be in charge of the larger army, just so that he'll annihilate anything that comes at him. I want this one for sure because of the Po estuary. We actually get full trade power right now, but I really like that Po estuary. We have 38% control in Venice. That's amazing. It's awesome. And all we're doing with it is transferring trade power. I think we should probably reevaluate trade again. So right now we're getting a very minor amount from Tunis and from Ragusa. Yeah, I think instead of doing anything here, we'll go collect trade in Venice. So collect from trade the guy who was in Ragusa. Go there. We have so much trade power now. We took a penalty. Naples is no longer a valid rival. Okay, pause the game. Slow down, slow down. Okay, Savoy is no longer valid. Austria's rivaled France. Yeah, that wasn't long. Of course they are. They're bordered. But and why is Austria still helping them out? That's weird. So we got some revolt risk. We could spend 20 military power to harsh treatment it. We were ahead of time, so that makes sense. This makes sense. Yeah, rather than get ahead of time, I'd rather just get the harsh treatment done. We'll not do it here, though, because we've got 20 regiments on standby. Our naval force limit has just jumped up by 9, so it's time to build some more light ships. And let's gather up the navy and get them all patrolling together. So aggressive expansion, yeah, we have some of that. Did I just see Venice? Sorry, Austria just lost. That's pretty funny. Sorry, Naples. You will become my vassal, or I will conquer you. So we gained 49 power projection for conquering provinces. Venice lost provinces in our war. That helped too, but we got almost nothing for it. Conquered provinces from Ferrara is from before, when we took Modena, not from this last war. We probably don't actually have enough rivals right now. But we're not losing points each month. We can rival the Ottomans. Alright. That sounds fine. Let's embargo them. So, excellent. Now we're gaining a lot more monarch points each month because of that +1 to all. And eventually this coalition is going to be a problem. Now, Milan, we need to improve relations with you. Oh, right, and I was thinking about this like 2 videos ago, that with Austria, we should probably expect that when these two fight each other, it's probably going to be France declaring war on Austria, and we want to be on the side of France. Definitely. As long as possible. So I think, thank you. Thank you very much, Austria, for your service. You've served us well. You're not going to like me for this, but we're done. Goodbye. Also, if I had wanted to, I could have actually maybe declared another war and then called them into it 60 days late to make them the ones that actually didn't honor the call. I'll take that tech. We can build cannons now. But before we build cannons, we just want more light ships. Lots of them. So we don't actually have revolt risk down here. There's no reason for this army. We've got 3.5 up in Modena, so let's have you guys relocate. And we need to improve relations with our little vassal friend. Eased tension. They're upset about me breaking the alliance, apparently, a while ago. I don't see anything in here about having returned territory or returned cores to them. And why are there 22 regiments of the Ottomans in Brescia? Doesn't really seem like the right place for them. I know they're at war with... Yeah, they're at war with Aragon and Venice, but the Ottomans, you need to get out of that problem. It's not Venice anymore. I think they're confused. They were probably sieging it. And now they are shocked to find out that it's not really... What are you doing in there? Milan, cancel do not let Muslims in your land. What are you thinking? Foolish little vassal. Demand unlawful territory. So now that we're not allied with Austria, they are upset with me for having done stuff. I maybe would have been better off waiting to break the alliance. And when I say maybe, I definitely shouldn't have done that. I will decline their request, so we're going to lose some opinion modifier from members of the HRE. That really sucks, because that's going to affect our opinion with Milan. We're going to get some revolt risk, reduce taxes and stuff. Sorry. It is kind of annoying that our vassals don't like the unlawful territory, but now they're mad at me. Oopsie. Oh, that's funny. Okay, France is actually... What is with this? In every game now, France and Castile are totally friendly with each other. I don't get it. I just don't know why they're so friendly. Always. 90 opinion of them, 109. Making almost 9 ducats a month, that's not bad. Could be better. It will be better. Eventually. Alright, division in the council, sure. We can no longer claim that Abruzzi would be a rightful part of our... Well, it's a good thing we're already coring it. We've already paid the price. Our income will go up significantly after our overextension goes down. Like, over in Venice we have 24% control, but... a big part of that... Oh, actually, that's interesting. We're not actually getting a penalty for trade power abroad. Despite our overextension. Is this not considered abroad? Because it's connected to our capital or something? I don't know. Like over here, I assume we are. Yeah, there's the overextension. That must be the case. Maybe... Well, anyway, we are making positive 10 ducats a month. We're actually still receiving... Are we receiving subsidies? Yeah, Austria's still subsidizing us, even though I broke the alliance with them. That's funny. Austria, you're not very smart. We'll take a military advisor now. And we do have a rebellion in Ferrara. Right as I lowered my maintenance. Aragon has left the coalition. Good. They've learned their lesson. France has rivaled Austria. We knew that was coming. Alright, looks like we won't maybe lower it quite that much. And perhaps we'll even train up a couple of artillery regiments. Just so that we have them. Does anyone else have artillery? Are we really special? Are we like one of the few people that actually have it? No. Plenty of people have it. Okay, well, I'm going to take a break here. I look forward to seeing you in the next video. Thanks for watching, everyone. See you soon.